Hello there, sixth grade mathematicians. Hey, we're going to go ahead and get started today on dividing multi-digit numbers. So your book needs to be open to page 215, and this is going to be a review because it's just basic division. So we are just going to be reviewing division, and then later on we're going to be getting into dividing by decimals. So get your book open to page 215, and then again, remember whatever I'm doing in my book, you're doing in your book as well. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let me fix this. There we go. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to take a look at page 215, and we're going to talk some basic vocabulary when it comes to division, the important vocabulary that we need to know. And there are three very important words that we need to know, and it is divisor, dividend, and quotient. And we're going to walk through all of those together, and we're going to label them on this graph right here. So when one number is divided by another, the result is called the quotient. So the answer to a division problem is the quotient. So we're going to go ahead and write quotient up here because in this division problem, the quotient is 3. Okay, when I take 240 and I divide it by 80. The dividend is the number that is being divided. So I'm taking 240 and that's what I'm dividing it. So therefore that is the dividend. And then the divisor is the number used to divide another number. So the number that we are using to divide the number is known as the divisor. Okay, so you have the quotient, the answer, the dividend, the number that is being divided, and then the divisor is the number used to divide. All right, so let's go ahead and turn to page 216, and we're going to jump right in with some practices, okay? And we are just going to take a look at this first one right up here before we actually do some of our own practicing together. So we are dividing 351 divided by 9. Again, we read it that way, but when we write it, we're actually going to write it backwards. So it's actually, the dividend is inside, so 351 divided by 9. So let's actually take a look at what this is. So this number is the number that's being divided. I'm taking 351 jelly beans because Lord knows I love jelly beans, especially Starburst jelly beans. So that is the dividend. Go ahead and write that down. That's the dividend. And we're dividing it by 9. Let's say I was taking 351 jelly beans and I was dividing them among 9 people. Okay, so that's my divisor. Now, Mrs. Horner would never share her jelly beans because I'm rude and I really like my jelly beans. But if I was a nice teacher, I might share them with 9 of you. The other ones just wouldn't get any. So that's the divisor. Then the answer that we're going to get is the quotient. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and divide this problem out. So if I take a look at 3 and my dividend, and if I have 3, can I make a group of 9? So if I have 3 jelly beans, can I make a group of 9? No, I cannot. If I have 35 jelly beans, can I make groups of 9? Yes, I can. I can make 3 groups of 9. 3 times 9 is 27. And then I'm going to subtract. So when I subtract, I know that 15 minus 7 is 8. Okay? Then I bring down my 1, and now I have 81. If I have 81, how many groups of 9 can I make? So 81 divided by 9 is 9. 81, 0. That means each person would get 39 jelly beans. Okay, so that is a very quick little try to remember what dividing is. Now, Mrs. Horner is going to give you what I like to call a mnemonic device, and this is going to be a way to help you remember the operation and the algorithm, okay, the order in which you do division. So you are going to write D, M, S, C, B, S. Okay? This is going to be known as 2 different things. How we're going to remember this is does McDonald's, and you might have heard this before, sell cheeseburgers? Oops. Well, cheeseburgers. on Sunday. Whoops, hang on. Hang on. Cheeseburgers on Sunday. There we go. Okay, so what does that really mean? Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers on Sunday? So the first D, okay, the only D means that we're first going to divide. The M stands for multiply. After we multiply, then we subtract. Then we check or check mark, okay? And then we bring down, and then we start over. So divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down, and then we start all over again with division. So have this on the side. This is going to help you remember the algorithm in which we divide. Okay, again, this should all be review because it is just division. We're not even doing division with decimals. This is just regular division. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rewrite A. I'm going to kind of do a little scribble here, get some room, and I'm going to write A over here. Now A is written as 768 divided by 8. Again, what you do, I do. So I'm going to actually rewrite this so that I can actually do the long division. 768 divided by 8. Again, my dividend goes on the inside and the divisor is on the outside. So here we go. If I have 7, when I start with 7, can I make a group of 8? No. If I have 76, can I make a group of 8? Yes, I can make 9. So I first divided. So I can make 9 groups. Now I'm going to multiply. So I've done my D, my check mark. Now I'm multiplying. 9 times 8 is 72. I've multiplied. Notice that I'm checking it off. And now I'm going to, what's my next step? Divide, multiply, subtract. 76 minus 72 is 4. I'm going to check. Now here's where it's really important. I'm checking to see if this number, what I just subtracted, is less than my divisor. Is 4 less than my divisor? Yes. So more than likely I'm probably doing it correctly. So I've checked. Now I'm going to bring down. Now I have 48. Now I start over. Okay, so now I start over. So now I divide. I have 48, and I'm going to go ahead and move this up a little bit. I have 48, and I'm going to divide by 8, which is going to give me 6. So I've divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 6 times 8 is 48. And I'm going to subtract, which I just did. And do I have any other numbers to bring down? No. Do I have a remainder? No, I do not. So my answer for A is 96. Okay, let's take a look at B. We're going to do it kind of over here. And over on this side, I'm going to write, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers on Sunday? So divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down, and then kind of like a start over, like a arrow over, or you can write start over. Okay? All right, so we're going to do, I'm going to see if I can make this just a little bit bigger so I can use this one. I might need a little bit more room. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite that. So let's do 318 divided by 16. All right, if I have 3, can I make a group of 16? Nope, I've divided. I cannot do that. But now I go to my next number and I go to 31. 31, how many groups of 16 can I make? I'm dividing. I can make 1 group. Okay, so 1, I've done my division. Now I multiply. 1 times 16 is 16. Now I've multiplied. Now I'm going to subtract. So I subtract and I get 15. Now I check. Is 15 less than 16? Yes. So more than likely, hopefully I'm doing it right. So I check. Now I'm going to bring down and I get 185. Okay, so now I have 185. So maybe over on the side, I'm going to try 16 times 9. Okay, so that is 54, 9, 14, 144. So I'm going to bet that when I divide, it's going to be times 9. And I've done these, so now I'm dividing again because I've started over. So 9 times 16 is 144. And I'm going to subtract, which gives me 4 and 1. And do I have any other numbers to bring down? No. Now, what do I do with this leftover 14 that I have here? I'm going to do a remainder 14. Okay, let's do some more practice problems together. So I need for you to get to page 218, which is right here. Here we go. And over on the side, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers on Sunday? Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down, start over. Okay, start over. Here we go. We're going to take 736 and divide it by 8. Okay, if I have 7, can I make a group of 8? Nope, I'm dividing first, so I cannot do that. 73. Well, I know that that goes in 9 times at least, which is 72. So I've now multiplied because I've divided. Then I took 9 times 8 to get 72. I subtract. 73 minus 72 is 1. Bring down the 16, or bring down the 6, and now I'm left with 16. So 16, and I'm going to divide it by 8. How many groups of 8 can I make? I can make 2. 2 times 8 is 16. I subtract, and I'm left with 0. I have no remainder. I have no other numbers to bring down. I'm done. Okay? All right, let's move on to number 2. Multiplying by 11. So 620 divided by 11. So I'm going to take a look at the 6. Can I divide 6 divided by 11? Nope. Moving on to the next one. 62 divided by 11. I know that's going to be 5 because that's 55. Okay, so 11 times 5 is 55. So then I subtract 62 minus 55 is 7. Now I check. Is 7 less than my divisor of 11? Yep, so we're good to go. Check. Then we bring down. Now I have 70. So 70 divided by 11. 11 times what is going to get me close to 70? Well, 11 times 6 is 66. So 11 times 6 is 66. Now I subtract, and I get 4. So 4 is left over. So now this becomes a 56 remainder 4. There is another way that we are going to write this, okay, because we have a remainder. 56 is my whole number. Then my remainder is going to become my numerator, and my divisor that is out here is going to become my bottom number in my fraction. Okay, so we are going to work on writing it as a fraction with my numerator is the top number in a fraction, and the bottom number is the denominator. So that's going to become the bottom number. Okay, so it can be written this way or it can be written this way. Okay, you will be asked to know both ways. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. This is going to be the last one. So we're taking 7,814 and dividing it by 19. I know that I cannot divide 7 divided by 19, so I got to go to 78. 78 divided by 19 is 4, which gives me 19 times 4 is 76. So I subtract, I get 2. I bring down my 1 because I know 2 is less than my divisor. So 21 divided by 19. I know I can make one group. That's 19. I'm going to subtract. That leaves me with 2. 2 is less than my divisor still, so I'm going to bring down that 4, and I have 24. How many groups of 19 can I make with that? 1. So 1 times 19 is 19. I subtract, and I'm left with 5. We're going to write this 2 ways. 411, remainder 5. Now let's write it as a fraction. 411, that 5 of the remainder becomes the numerator, and the divisor becomes my denominator. So 411 and 5/19 is the exact same as 411 remainder 5.